bags where horror lies.
Hello and welcome to Body Bags. My name is James and I'm your Sunday night reviewer. And for this evening, I wanted to bring you Brian Usner's 1989 movie, Society, in this beautiful piece of packaging by Arrow. This movie is just a crazy one. We follow Bill, and he's living with his family in Beverly Hills. His mom, his dad, his sister, and they're all a little bit strange. Yeah. He's never felt quite part of the family. He's never kind of quite connected with them. There's good reason for that. There's all different things going on. Like the girlfriend, the sister. So his sister, I like just putting this up close so you can take a look at it. It's very cool. Yeah. But yeah, his sister, so her ex-boyfriend, Blanchard. So basically she's dressing at one point and she's dropped like on an earring and she's looking for it, finds it on the floor, go in a wardrobe, and he's in there and he kind of dives on. He's like, look, I need to talk, covering her mouth. Not good. Bill goes in and like kind of throws him out the house. The parents don't seem too bothered by this, but anyway, that's how it goes along. And yeah, it was just like a strange situation. Yeah. But poor Bill, at one point, he walks in, his sister's having a shower, and he goes in there, and it's like her body is twisted. So you can see kind of from behind and that, but the breasts are on the back, and the head is twisted round. He's like, what the hell? He opens the door, but she's just normal. It's like, he's starting to kind of freak out a bit. He's telling Dr. He has Dr. Cleveland. Sorry, I should know this. But basically, he's seen like a psychologist. He's a successful basketball player and stuff like that, but he's still not really in with the popular clique. And he just doesn't feel like he fits in this family at all. So anyway, like Blanchard tries to contact him and he meets him on the beach. And he plays this tape, and it's of his sister and mom and dad, this other person, and it seems like this weird sexual orgy going on. And it's kind of like what he's listening to is like, it's gross. But anyway, he takes the tape to this Dr. Cleveland, and when he plays it, it's not the same. Yeah. So he contacts Blanchard to explain the situations. He wants another tape. Goes to meet him, and there's been a car crash, and Blanchard is dead. Convenient that. So anyway, kind of more of the movie goes on. He's having a few issues with his kind of like girlfriend. She wants to go to these popular parties. He's not getting invited. And kind of weirdly, he's part of this debate team, which is really strange. There's this unpopular basketball star that's head of this debate team. But I can't remember the guy's name now, but he's kind of like facing off against him. Milo, I think. For some reason, Milo is in with a popular crowd. But anyway, Milo has some information. He's heard something, so he goes to meet him. Got his throat slit. Another dead body. So that's not kind of going too well. And like he's kind of with his friend. Can't remember like Bill's friend's name, but like kind of hanging out and stuff. And because he's getting a bit freaked out. He's playing all these different things, and his friend's been playing practical jokes on him at the same time. But anyway, they're starting to think that the body of Blanchard, that it wasn't real and stuff like that. And so, it's kind of, he's just not believing any of this. So he goes to confront his family, and Dr. Cleveland is there, and basically they drug Bill. And so they take him to the hospital and stuff like that, and kind of he starts hallucinating a bit there, and then he goes back to the house, and there's all this big formal party there, and he's kind of like in handcuffs sort of thing. He's all tied up, and like there's this guy at school that like hates him, that they have this kind of like rivalry going on and that. And basically they show him shunting, which is kind of where they kind of think the blob or the thing, they kind of melt down and kind of merge together. They're these different species. They kind of laugh when they say he's like, calls them aliens and stuff like that, but I kind of guess that's what they are. And yeah, so Blanchard is there, and they kind of shunt him to death. He gets a fist shoved up his arse, and it comes out of his mouth, and then they're sucking out all his nutrients and innards and stuff like that, which is kind of all pretty crazy. And they're gonna do the same to Bill. Bill actually has a friend. Well, it's this girl. He like at one point, so this party which his girlfriend wants to go to, he manages to get in, and there's this girl there he really likes, and ends up sleeping with her. And then he gets a bit freaked out because he sees her body all kind of morphed around and stuff like that. And well, she's kind of fallen for Bill, and she's kind of trying to help him escape. And he runs off at one point to see his family all kind of like merged together. The mum and the sister, this monstrous kind of thing, and his dad, like he calls him a butthead earlier on in the movie, and his dad backs out, and he's like, his face is where his arse is, and he's like, I guess I really am a butthead, Bill. It's just weird humor all the way through. Like it's supposedly the mum, this weird like weird woman, and she doesn't talk in that, and she's maybe part of this species, like this girl that he slept with that he really likes. And yeah, it's kind of weird, and like kind of has a bit of an end fight where he shoves his fist up someone's ass and pops the eyeballs out with his fingers and stuff like that. And then he kind of runs off with his mate and the girlfriend, and the shunting's kind of still going on, and the movie ends. It's a whole bag of crazy, this one. It really is. I mean, it's very, very entertaining, but it's just crazy. Yeah, just got to show you some of the art on here. This is just a fantastic release. It's quite an old release now, I think, this one. Yeah, that I actually had the steelbook as well at one point. So like that, it's kind of all the art cards and awesome artwork. Kind of doesn't look like that so much. It's kind of a little more horrific in here, like how it is. But it's a kind of a good demonstration of like kind of they kind of merge and more kind of reminds me a little bit of Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis in Beetlejuice, you know, when they're stretching their faces and stuff like that. Some of it, and then there's all this like tons of like Vaseline, like everyone's like smudged together and stuff, and it's pretty gross. It's a pretty kind of visceral, kind of gross movie, but it's kind of, it's very, very entertaining. You get these weird bits of comedy all the way through. And yeah, I think Usner did a great job of something that's just pretty unique for cinema. But yeah, that's my review of Society. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next week. Thank you. Bye bye.